By now, I'm sure we've all seen the video has hit CNN of Diddy assaulting Cassie. Very triggering, even for me, who is not a domestic violence victim. But all of my support goes to any domestic violence victim that was triggered in that particular incident, because that was very difficult to watch. First things first, people keep talking about, oh, she got paid. I thought her case was closed. Let's just go ahead and break this down. Cassie had a civil suit against Bad Boy. Diddy just so happened to be the CEO at the time of Bad Boy, his own record label. She sued the record label. So they paid out the claim of her allegations. Had nothing to do with him paying her directly. It was his company, because she was an employee and it happened under their watch while she was working for them. Second part about this is the allegations about him sex trafficking with producer Rodney Jones is the reason as to why this is happening. Homeland Security got word of him possibly sex trafficking, which is how Cassie got subpoenaed, and now she is cooperating. The footage that we seen did not come directly from Cassie leaking it to CNN. That was the DA. So he is fighting the state. The other part of this is the hotel. Businesses like to protect their own interests. Do I agree with it? No, but that's how corporations work. And if they can be paid off to keep it quiet, it keeps them in a positive limelight, because they want to remain away from certain types of stigmas and things like that. They don't want to have been seen as a place of where violence or anything negative could affect their sales. That's just how business work. Don't agree with it, but the hotel was paid off by Diddy. The third part about this is nobody should be getting more scrutiny than Diddy. So trying to say the people that were around him need to be held accountable because they knew this was going on with her. The people that were around him should have been said something, this, that, and the third. If you haven't caught the drift by now, people are repetitiously telling you this man is dangerous. He has a lot of power. He has a lot of status. He has a lot of respect, where even now you're seeing celebrities are in support of him having to bite their tongue, because now they're getting to see the man that you were supporting is not the person that you thought he was. At the end of all this, we've seen many times where women have accusations against men and they literally just seek out their money. Cassie is cooperating in order to make sure that Diddy actually pay for his crimes. If anything, she deserves all the support, because she's ensuring that she gets vindicated for what happened to her. And at this point in time, nobody can doubt what actually happened to her.
I wholly agree with most of what she said. Go ahead, Ruth.
Oh, I just wanted to say I
That's my
never.
first
So
time watching.
I empathize with her, but I never had nobody kick me or all the stuff that she went through. I didn't go through none of that. It was two little things. I got pushed, and I got compared to her, it was nothing. So two little incidences, but the psychological abuse is real, and so you have to be careful who you submit to, because you can be a submissive woman, and a man cannot appreciate it and take advantage of it. So to expect every woman to be submissive to every man, this is how she probably got in the scenario in the first place, because he could never do that with a combative, crazy woman, right? So they wouldn't be able to take that. So I'm not saying it's a lot of women in the middle. I'm not saying that everybody that's not submissive is combative, but my point is like yeah, I know what it's like to have the psychological abuse, and that can cost you a lot in the long term as well. So yeah, I'm not blaming her, but I know looking back when she takes accountability, like what, maybe I shouldn't have chose that guy, maybe I shouldn't have taken the money while I was with him, or I was addicted to this and I was addicted to that. I should have said something, But yeah, a lot of bad things happened to her, and it's very unfortunate. But yeah.
I completely agree with you on that, Ruth. I also agree with what Paris was saying at the end of that. The one thing we have to remember, what is it, 92? Diddy has honed this skill and been working on this particular skill since 1992. This dude is a real super predator. Everybody from big stars like the rumors with Usher and Bieber to these various women. This dude is monster, an absolute monster, and a super predator. And whatever happens to him, I hope it's the worst of the worst. It's just absolutely disgusting. And I haven't rocked with that dude ever since the rumors that he might have had something to do with Pac's death. Period. Fuck that dude. That's what I got to say. I'm done.
Yeah, can I go
Let
after
me
you,
say this.
Shan?
Oh, sorry. And I think that we're underestimating the power of manipulation, right?
We're not.
Manipulation, we continue to get manipulated. Look at how many followers certain people have, and you like they listening to this dude, and they like wrapped around it. Just even today, let's take Cassie out of it. Just think about the people who follow people, and you be like, what is the shenanigans? We just talked about on the Thursday show, like maybe 3 weeks ago, Jonestown, how that man was able to persuade all them people to kill their kids and themselves. You feel me? That's how people can get into certain people. Some people's minds aren't as strong as other people's. Y'all got to remember that. Everybody ain't you. So when you're doing things like that, you just have to take yourself out of the situation and understand it happens every single day. It is still happening. We were slaves for 400 years. How they
And
get in
it'll,
our heads like that? And we are definitely the stronger species. How the
but
fuck
that's
did that happen?
but
We can
that's what I'm
always look back and
saying.
be like, what the hell
But that's
was that
that's
about?
that's that's what
But
I'm
that's the
saying.
power of manipulation getting in your head.
That's what I'm saying though. Rose uh what's her name that that had the underground railroad,
Harriet Tubman?
Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman said, "I could have freed more people if they knew that they were slaves." All that I'm saying is that awareness is key. If we are making people aware of people their intentions of the manipulation, then we will be able to save a lot more people. The hardcore reality of it is that what Diddy is doing, what Jim Jones has done, that will continue to happen until the end of time. As long as there's people in society, that will continue to happen. The only way that we can combat that is by showing and telling people what it is that's going on and what to look out for so that they can avoid it. That's all that I'm saying. I'm just taking it from a logical approach where we can find a solution, and that's it. That's all. We can talk about it all day, but if we don't take an approach to have the solution for it, then it's the conversation is meaningless. That's all that I'm saying.
I completely understand and agree with you. And I'm Asian. I'm sorry. Um, it's just always going to be more weak-minded people, like Shan is saying. It's that people are weak. While I was in the grocery store yesterday, and there was a husband and wife on scooters. They're both over 500 pounds, and in the cereal aisle, I'm walking to get some breakfast bars, and they were looking at all the stuff with the cereal, the dyes, and all of that. And it's just like, once certain things have your brain, it's you can't
Keep
help
persuading people.
certain people can't be helped and persuaded. And guess what? Their children are going to think the same way. That it's going to go on for generations and generations and generations. Like, I'm in fitness now. I can talk people about fitness. I'm a person, you know what? I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to just show you, right? People, oh, your weight not going to come off. Da, da, da. Like, okay, I'm going to show you faster than I can tell. Like, anything that a person says I can't do, my brain, and that's what I was saying, Biz, I agree with you about mental, just having mental strength to overcome things and also take self accountability. That is what I preach every single day. But I also realize, as Shan says, I'm me. And a lot of people aren't raised with that ability, with that resilience, with that perseverance. They don't have that in them. And so it's human nature that whatever you're given certain things, and then certain things have to be given to you and taught to you and practiced, right? It could be culturally, it could be in your household, it could be community wise. Certain things have to be ingrained. On Saturday mornings, Once it hit 8 o'clock, my daddy said, "Get out of bed. What y'all doing? Let's get up. Come on, start cleaning. Start doing this. Get outside and play. Get out the bed. It doesn't matter how tired I am at my big old age. I'm still going to move in that manner because it was ingrained in me, no matter what." So if you don't have certain things mentally, I'm wrapping it up, Shan. If you don't have certain things mentally built into you to protect yourself when somebody is hurting you, you may feel like, man, it's still the right. I need to stand by them because they weren't taught otherwise.
Sometimes you think
just
people are good. Like when you're a good person, you think that other people